sure over the weekend you guys have been seeing this guy's picture around. He's escaped from Texas. This guy is very dangerous. Law enforcement says that he has a complete disregard for human life. There is still an extensive 24/7 manhunt going on for this guy, but they're still trying to piece together how he was able to manage to cut through a metal door and hijack the prison bus when there was an armed guard with a shotgun sitting in the back of the bus that 16 inmates were on their way to a medical appointment. And then there was also an armed correction officer in the back with the inmates, and he was armed with a shotgun. Now, somehow Gonzalo Lopez was able to take off his handcuffs and his leg shackles and cut through this metal door and get in the front of the bus, stab the driver in the hand and in the chest. The driver pulls over on the side of the road. These two end up outside of the bus fighting on the ground, and that is when the correction officer in the back of the van that was armed with the shotgun finally comes out of the bus and gets in the middle of it. Okay, Gonzalo hauls ass. They're shooting at him, and they don't think they hit him, and he's still gone. Now, this happened last Thursday, May the 12th, and he has still not been found. They do believe that he is still in Leon County, where he escaped. They say this guy is extremely dangerous, and they also believe that this escape was also premeditated. What I don't understand is if there was an armed guard in the back of this bus with them, how in the hell, knowing this guy's past, and I'm fixing to go over that just a little bit with you, but knowing how dangerous he is, with 15 other inmates on this bus, which, by the way, none of them escaped. It was only him. But how did he manage to take off all of his handcuffs, shackles, everything he had on him, be able to cut through that metal door behind the driver, take over the damn bus, stab the driver, be out on the side of the road fighting, and this other guard not even notice it till they're outside fighting? It doesn't make sense. Now, they're going, of course, above and beyond to say how good the law enforcement did here and, you know, by blowing out the tires, because he ended up getting back on this bus, and you're going to hear all that, and driving away with the other inmates on it. They shot at his back tires. He lost control about a mile down the road, and whatever. But how was he able to do all this with the other CO back there with them? I mean, you would assume it's going to take a while to cut through a metal door behind this driver and be able to take over that bus, stab the driver, all this kinds of stuff before the other correction officer even knows anything's happening. Something's not sitting well with me here, and this guy's very dangerous. Let me tell you what he's did. And just to be honest, somebody like this, I'm just saying, this is what he's been caught for and convicted. There's no damn telling what he did that he wasn't caught for, right? But in 2006, he was convicted of capital murder for a death in 2005. He confessed to the police that he had killed this man on an order of the Mexican Mafia cartel. Then later on, he was given another life sentence for attempted capital murder. And this was for a 2004 car chase. This was in Webb County. Now, the court ruling did say that he was a passenger in the car when the driver fled during an attempted traffic stop. Then the driver of the car started shooting at police. I just can't understand. On this bus, 15 other prisoners. The two correction officers that was with them were veteran, seasoned correction officers. They were leaving the Hughes unit in Gatesville, Texas. That is where he was in prison at, and they were going to the Huntsville, Texas medical center because they had a medical appointment. They were all handcuffed, okay? Every one of these inmates that was in this bus was handcuffed, shackled, and they were all separated by metal cages. How he was able to do all that and escape, I don't understand. But anyway, here's a little clip telling you a little more about it. Make sure keep your eye out for this guy. They do believe he is still in Leon, Texas. He is very dangerous. He has a total disregard for human life. And, he could be anywhere, literally. Just please be careful. Look for this guy. There is a $50,000 reward out for him. You'll see all the information right here on your screen. If you were to see him, do not approach him. Call 911 or one of the numbers you see on your screen.
So he's serving a life prison sentence for the shooting at the sheriff's deputy in Webb County back in 2004. He's also serving a life sentence for the kidnapping, the ransom demand, and the pickaxe murder of the man in 2005 in Hidalgo County. So he's on his way, along with the other prisoners in the transport bus, coming to Huntsville, about 2.5 miles west of where I am right now. That's when everything started. He somehow manages to cut a hole in the door that separates the driver's compartment from the area where the inmates are seated. He used some type of sharp object. We still don't know what it was. He uses that sharp object to cut up into the compartment where the driver is. He then gets into a fight with the driver of the bus, an officer, a correctional officer. He gets into a fight with that officer. That's when he stabs the officer in the left hand. The officer quickly and heroically throws the brakes on, stops the bus. The fight then spills out of the bus onto the ground, and while they're fighting out there, he even manages to get the gun belt off of the officer's waist. He's trying to get the gun out of the holster, but he's not able to do that. At the same time, the officer that's in the back of the bus, armed with a shotgun, goes out the emergency exit door, sees the fight going on, and then realizes that he needs to stop Lopez from getting back onto the bus and driving away with the other prisoners on it. He shoots out the back tires. Lopez gets onto the bus and then starts driving away with 2 deflated back tires. About a mile down the road, he then loses control of the bus because of the deflated back tires, loses control of the bus. The 2 officers have been running down the road behind the bus to catch up with it. When they catch up with him, he's running across the cow pasture. They fire their service weapons and they fire the shotgun in his direction. We don't think they hit him, but he goes into a wooded area, and very quickly, with the help of a Leon County Sheriff's deputy and a Jewett Police Department officer who had come up on the scene, we set up the perimeter to make sure that nothing was going to happen for him to come back to that bus. That's the last time we saw him, was around 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. Both of these officers acted very heroically with the situation that they were being dealt with. It was very smart of the officer to shoot out the back tire.